Alright, a buddy of mine wanted to see my fire department POV setup, so here's a video of my setup. I have the H2 covert remote siren, as you can see here, and the buttons light up red whenever they're on. You have level 1, 2, and 3, and then you have your programmable ones to plug in whatever you want. I have left arrow, right arrow, and then when they're both on, they're center out. And I have the train horn hooked up to that one, and then my low power mode is right here. Level 1 brings on just my light bar. Level 2 brings on my light bar and all the other LEDs, and level 3 brings on my strobe lights and my takedowns and alleys flashing. So here you go, I'll take you through the levels. Here's one. Pretty simple. Now I get in trouble for using my red lights here. Alright. Here's traffic left. Here's center out. Here's traffic right. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn low power on for this so that way it's not as bright. Here's level 2. This is all my LEDs. And of course you got the light bar in the back. And then here's level 3. You got the flashing takedowns and alleys, which are brighter than crap. And then you got the strobes in the tail lights. Okay, and then here they are on high power. Strobes get a little bit brighter on high power, and the light bar does too. Alright, now let's turn that off before we get in trouble. And of course, it being a remote siren, it comes off in your hand. This is how big it is. And you have your manual, your air horn, which you have 2 tones. One of them's a little more high pitched than the other. You have your, I guess you'd call it your cycle button. You just keep hitting that one and you get all the different ring tones, or siren tones. And then these 2 down here are programmable. You can put those 2 as any one you want. I've got Yelp on that one, and I believe Phaser is on that one. And then Well comes on first on the cycle, so that's the 3 I mainly use, is Well, Yelp, and Phaser. And then you got radio rebroadcast, and then you got your standby button. Alright, well, that's my POV setup. Oh, before we quit recording, here's my little switch box that I made, if you can see it. You've got the computer button for my light bar. You've got the rear LEDs off button. You got the front LEDs off. You've got the takedowns, which, as you can see, they're very bright compared to my dim truck lights. And you got left alley, and then you got right alley, and then you have cruise mode. Whoops, nope, that's flashing takedowns and alleys. Then you got cruise mode, which is kind of just like a solid burn for the red lights. And I think that's it. I'll go ahead and show you where it's all hooked up at. All this stuff is back here under my back seat. There's the siren box. There's all the light wires going to it. Can't see it, but right here's my strobe power supply. Here's the wire coming from my light bar going into the siren box. There's my speaker amp. There's my speaker. And then there's my radio, if I can ever get it to work again. The thing won't cut on. It'll cut on, but it won't stay on. And then there's my little radio head. Maybe. There's a little radio head. I like that radio. It's a Yaesu, because I can put the box to the actual box part of the radio somewhere else, and then the control head stays up there by itself, and it's really small. Yeah, just a couple other things I've done to my truck while I'm at it. Halos, halo headlights, halo off-road lights, new signal lights, new rims. You can look at the pictures for those because you can't see them here. One other thing I really like about this siren remote is it matches all my interior lights. I soldered blue LEDs into those. Just for a couple of the new guys, I always keep gloves. I always keep gloves right up here in the top. And if you're gonna plan on running car wrecks and stuff, it would be a good idea for you to carry gloves with you too. And that's it. My dash light, it's just a little cheapo. I paid $100 for it at a fire department class. The ones in my signal lights, they're AutoZone lights, just red replacement LEDs for the signal lights. And then the light bar is a Axixtech Torrent Light bar. And then my strobe power supply is a Strobes and More. It's an 8-head strobe supply. There will be more strobes on my truck to come. Just haven't got the money to buy them yet. I have enough room for 4 more. But that's my truck. Hope y'all like it.